Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of August 31st through September 6th. And during that time, we'll have a first quarter moon that comes in on the 31st or the 1st, kind of depending on where you are. And a first quarter moon is when we feel a little bit impulsive and impatient. Your mind might be very active. To me, it's a little bit like another taste of the full moon, just for a day. It doesn't last that energy as long for me as the full moon does, but keep that in mind. We also move into the waxing gibbous energy, which is definitely a calm down and a good time when you can buckle down and get things done. A good time to, make plans and make adjustments. It's just a good time to be very flexible in whatever it is that you're working on. So please keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Virgo. So as always, please leave what resonates, or take what resonates and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is prosperity lies ahead. Okay, let's see what the Virgo collective has going on for the week. And Virgo, I would like to say that since my readings are free to you, all that I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. Get my cards to shuffle there. It just takes a moment to do. You do need to be signed into YouTube to do it, but hit that subscribe button, and that'll make sure that you're notified anytime I post videos. I do post daily videos and weekly videos, and occasionally I throw something else in there. But it'll let you know when I'm posting those videos. If you would do that for me, I would really appreciate that. I'll give you just a moment to hit that subscribe button right now. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you for coming back and helping me build a community here. I see you, and I really do appreciate you. So thank you so much. And as I'm shuffling, my weekly reminder this week is that you keep a spiritual journal. Sometimes we don't recognize the patterns evolving in our life when it comes to our spiritual experiences. And this could be things like, keeping track of synchronizations that you're having, maybe dreams that you're having, or very important dreams that stand out to you, maybe encounters or just things that you learn. But having that in a journal can really be an important step in your spiritual journey, and the ability to look back and kind of see where you've been and things that you've been learning as you're evolving spiritually. So keep that in mind, and that's just my fun little reminder for the week. So all right, Virgo, without further ado, let's get into this reading. August 31st through September 6th, prosperity lies ahead. Let's see what's going on with the Virgo collective. Oh, two cards came out. So we're going to take both. Both are pentacles. Not shocking since this was your card, but your present energy is that you have been hard at work at something. You've really focused on something. Here with the Eight of Pentacles, you've just, I see this as like you're working so hard and actually enjoying what you're working on so much that the world just kind of melts away around you, and you're so focused. I mean, I think if you had to call this person's name right now as they're working that hard, it would take a few times calling before they'd even look up and say what, because they're just so focused and so into what they're doing. Your current situation is the Nine of Pentacles, which is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. So lots of pentacles, of course, showing up. So it looks like you're just in a good, prosperous time right now. Let's see, at the root of this is the Queen of Wands. So you're that prosperous because you really understand what drives you and what gets you up in the morning, and that's different for each of us. Hopefully, a lot of people, when you find your vocation, the thing that really you just love getting up and doing it. I mean, it could be, if you're in the medical realm, it's that you love doing what you do every day. If you're a teacher, it's all the different occupations, all the different things that you could, if you're in the science world, it's that you're fascinated by the things that you get up and do every day. So hopefully you're in that lucky position, but it looks like that is the root of your success for some of you, which is awesome. And if it's not for you yet, make sure that you can at least drive yourself to get to that point where you're getting to where the thing that brings your money in is what is the thing that passion and there's drive and passion there for you, is what I'm trying to say. In your recent past is that you were feeling a little bit like maybe a financial outsider, since we are dealing with pentacles and passion here. Here with the Five of Pentacles, this is kind of the cup of feeling, or the cup, the card of feeling like an outsider. And I always say, don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy. I don't like that, but we do. I mean, even though we try to have that as a motto and many of us try to live by that. Of course, there's always just sometimes when you do, and it looks like you've had a little issue with that maybe in the past. Wouldn't surprise me because Virgos are very perfectionistic. And if you feel like someone else is being more perfect than you, you're going to be very self critical about it. And well, why haven't I accomplished that thing yet? So go easy on yourself. But it looks like that might be the energy in which you are working so hard to achieve something. Again, make sure that you're doing things out of passion reasons more than out of comparison of others' reasons. All right, what's on your mind this week? Is that, yeah, there's something that you're done with. This could be, I just instantly got the feeling that maybe you have changed your spending habits in order to hold on to more of these pentacles. It could be that you were feeling like an outsider and you did turn around and take a close look and, well, how can I quickly achieve those financial goals? And sometimes that's about cutting things out. Maybe you don't need to go clothes shopping twice a week. Maybe you're okay there. You don't, so you find those ways to cut those corners and cut so that money's working for you instead of just spending it and having fun with it, right? There should be a good balance of how you do that in your financial life. What is just ahead of you is the King of Pentacles. Wow, all the pentacles are coming out to play. So King of Pentacles is definitely, the knowledge of how to make money, basically, how to make money, how to control your material world, and really just gain a what was the there's a word that's escaping me right now. Anyway, so the king, not only for yourself, but the king is also able to look around at their constituency, right? And see how money and material things, how other people are playing their cards. So, it's kind of an observing thing, but it's also how can that benefit you, right? So that's something that's ahead of you as you're just kind of learning things this week. And I almost feel like, for some of you, maybe you're taking a financial course, or, you're learning something about investing. You may have had like a little windfall, something come in, but your overall message here is prosperity lies ahead. The cards are definitely saying that for you, which is awesome. Keep at it. Whatever it is you are working so hard at, keep at it. It looks like it's going to pay off for you. And your advice position is, yeah, a little bit of a celebration for you here with the Six of Wands. So again, with the passion of the wand, the fire, the thing that drives you, but this is you being recognized, not only feeling pretty good yourself, but also recognized by people around you, like, hey, what are you doing? And it'll become something where, they will want to emulate whatever it is that you're doing, whatever success that you're having. So that's pretty awesome. What's beyond your control this week is juggling those pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. I mean, are we going to see every pentacle card come out here? But this is you, beyond your control to kind of try to keep it all in the air. Just remember to take a breather. Don't be so focused on the finances that you're forgetting other things, because what it's funny that I misspoke and said the word cup earlier, because I haven't seen one cup in this reading at all. Which, yeah, drive and goal setting and doing things in the financial thing and juggling, that's great, but don't forget that there are people around you and there are emotional things that also need to be dealt with. I'm being called to say that for some reason now. Look behind this Two of Pentacles at those crazy emotional waters as you're just trying to keep it all going. So, make sure that you are enjoying the fruits of your labor and not working so hard that you're just in that crazy juggling, trying to keep it all going mode all the time, constantly. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid? Is here's another two, which has been very interesting this week in readings. 22 um, has been very, I want to say, it's been in almost all of the readings, not all of them, but almost all. Very pop. There's something going on in the collective, and actually, I need to look up that angel number myself. But yeah, so beyond your control is a little bit of indecision about something, or I'm sorry, this is secret desire or what you're trying to avoid. So is it your secret desire to not make a decision about something, or are you trying to avoid some sort of indecision here? So, there may be something that you need to make a decision on, and you that'll be your big question of the week is, are you avoid making a decision, Or is that what you really want to do, is to make a decision and to get kind of off that decisive bubble, so, or indecisive bubble, um whatever that might mean for you. I mean, it's just causing a curious face for me. Like, what does that mean? I'm not even sure if I'm interpreting that right in that position. So, secret desire, indecision, or trying to avoid indecision. It's almost like a double negative there. So, that'll be your big question of the week. Let's look at your outcome and see if that helps us anymore. Page of Wands. So, something new that you've discovered here, um, that is exciting you. I mean, it's exciting you. It's making you want to work hard to get to some sort of goal. But I will say once again, so now we are Pentacles, Wands, and Swords into this reading, and not one cup. And I always find that very curious. But okay, let's get back to this. Your outcome here with the Page of Wands is that, yeah, there is something new that you're discovering. You're discovering it about the world or about yourself, that, it's kind of a new blooming passion. And it could be that you've been hard at work at something and you've just found some new way to kind of boost yourself into really enjoying what it is that you do. Maybe you were in kind of a lull or feeling a little bit like an outsider, but something has interjected and made you a little bit more passionate, made you want to work a little bit harder. This will be your big question of the week: is, are you avoiding indecision, or is it your secret desire to be indecisive? I think that's a very strange question, but it is the question some of you will definitely understand, and it'll resonate for you. Again, you want to look up angel number 22, because I'm seeing that. Let's see what's hidden from you at the bottom of the deck. Is the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So what's hidden from you is something, a new path in the way of your finances. So I feel like this is some, because we have this Page of Wands, I'm reading that as that it's not like a career change or a change in your vocation or anything. It's just that something new has come in to make it more exciting every day. It's not like it's a new, this card turned up or not being hidden from you would tell me it's kind of a new job or a new thing, but this is just a new passion within something already existing. So once again, there's no cups. That's also hidden from you. I'm surprised it didn't come up here. Just remember that people around you do have emotions. You're wrapping something up, and whatever that might be, but you're moving ahead. It looks like successfully, and I like that. And it looks like it is about prosperity this week, the energy for you. Let's get a final word here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for Virgo, August 31st through September 6th, as they buckle down and just rake that money in. Keep your commitments, okay? So make sure, as you're being busy and running through and hard at work, make sure that the things that you're ignoring, the things that you might be ignoring because you're working so hard right now, aren't people. Make sure that if you have commitments to people, that you look up for a second and honor those commitments. This could be to your spouse, to your kids, to your parents, to whatever it is. Make sure that you're acknowledging those people. So, all right, Virgo and self-care this week. What does Virgo need to do in the way of self-care this week? Release is the card that comes up for you. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. And I see this in this card right here. So maybe release. This could just be releasing some limiting thoughts that you've been having. Again, if you were feeling like an outsider, maybe that's something you need to let go. Let go of that and let yourself be prosperous, and, go with the flow this week, because it looks like it's going to be a prosperous week for you, Virgo. So, Virgo, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use in your week this week. Of course, if anything resonated, or if you have a question, or if you want to make a comment about something, leave me a comment down below if you're comfortable sharing. Love to read that and see what you guys are thinking about all of this. Also, if you like my reading style, again, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I appreciate that so much from you. Also, besides helping me out, it'll help you find me next week, which is the most important thing. So, Virgo, come back next time and we'll see if this energy continues, or if there's something totally new here for you next week. Thanks. See ya. Good luck. Bye-bye.